Because if that's was part of Sakura's route or anything like that, that can't be possible. Because apparently you've got to clear every single route, then you play for it, and it automatically goes to that route. I'm not sure. It's a bit confusing. That's what happens when I play something blindly. I have no idea what the hell's gonna happen, and what the hell I'm supposed to do with, trigger these things and all that. Which is both good and bad. I mean, it'd be much worse if I was playing, video game of some sort. Remember the first Silent Hill game? Playing through it blindly. Some of it was amusing, but there were also parts that are just God damn it, it's over there, you idiot. Have you not played this game before? It's no, that's why it says blind. It's blind? Just because it's blind means you haven't played it. Doesn't mean you freaking just put a blindfold around your head. What the hell are you doing? It's right there, I woke up pretty well, but then I decided, screw this shit, let's skip through it. But manually, so we don't skip too far. First recording for each of the, after an ending and we go on to another one. It always seems that the recording's always a bit all over the place and goofy. Did the font just change to white there for a second? Or was I just imagining things? It looked like it went white for a split second. Glare! There's the glare! If there's any... I haven't even got a proper wallpaper background on my laptop currently. But I think I'd like to have Yume's glare on that, because that would be amusing. Funny thing is... Well, no, actually, it wasn't a glare. It was Kyo from Clanner, just leaning forward, just kind of looking with a mild kind of glare. I used to have that as my background wallpaper for a while, I remember. Ho means morning, or what? I turned around when I heard voices from behind me. There were Anzu and Akane. They must have just gotten off the bus. They joined us and greeted Otme and Yume. Another thing about not using the microphone, another good thing about it is I don't have to unplug the damn charger. So there's that as well. A bit off subject, but this whole part has been mostly off subject. What's this?
まだ途中だけど。よしゆきくんとココちゃんのラブシーン満載だね。すごいよ。
She grins. Hey, I wish you'd stop saying stuff like that. It's just the perverted duo of this visual novel, isn't it? My sisters don't appreciate those kind of jokes. One was smiling and the other was keeping a straight face, but I could tell she had murderous intentions in her head. For telling a dirty joke? Of course she was thinking about me. If that's the case, I'd be dead if I was him. Just make one or two random dirty jokes, just you're gonna die, bitch. I'm gonna smack your head against the wall. Why? Because you told a dirty joke in my presence. Anzu and Akane walked briskly and went ahead of us. I was left alone. They took the script away from me. Don't take them seriously, they were just joking. They continued to read the script very carefully. She gave me back the script. Natsune looked happy. You may seem to be having so much fun. My cold makes me not feel like just well, made me feel like shit, honestly. While I walked along with them, I flipped through the page to the script, and we passed through the school gate.
というわけで、俺はたこ焼きはやっぱり大阪が一番だと思いました。終わり。
Taro always looks weird from behind. We rarely see that. Thank you, that was well done. Well, your sentence structure was worse than an elementary school student's, and it was completely off topic, like this entire part, so you get a C- on this assignment. Garrison, since his class is so tough. We were reading our homework assignments on global warming and its impact upon the Earth. Of course I didn't do mine. I can only pray Sensei doesn't pick me.
惜しいな。地球温暖化と大阪のたこ焼きの関連性に着目した素晴らしいレポートだったというのに。
I hate to tell you this, but they have absolutely nothing to do with each other.
何を言う、桜井。大阪のたこ焼き屋が一斉にたこ焼きを作り始めたらどうなるか考えてみろ。地球温暖化の原因が大阪になってしまうんだぞ。これは由々しき問題だろう。まあ、これは暗に大阪はたこ焼き屋が多いということを伝えているのだが。
But Taro wasn't thinking that deeply. His report turned into a food review at the end.
奴はいつも爪が甘いからな。ほっとけ。はあ、俺としては自信があったのにな。
Reminds me of Masato from Little Busters when he did mentions that he did some report of some sort about aliens, and he'd always think, it's just aliens did this or that, so just not really truly thinking too deeply about it. You might have gotten a better grade if you mentioned global warming once in your report.
入ってたじゃん。地球温暖化って名前のたこ焼き屋が。
You're helpless. Let's see, next is Tsukushima-san. Coco stood up in a rush while breaking into a sweat.
地球と温暖化について。一昔前、油田などの影響で地球の温暖化は進む一方でしたが、現在では油田に代わる新しいエネルギーの開発など。
I'm impressed. Of course, she did her assignment and she did a great job of it. There was no comparison to Wataru's diary out of an elementary school student.
戦争は結果、尊い命を奪うばかりか、環境破壊を加速化させているのです。私は地球に住む一人一人がそういった破壊をなくし、もっと身近なエコロジーを心がける人間になっていけたらと願います。終わり。
Marvelous, absolutely wonderful. There's nothing else I need to teach you. Hey. I'm kidding, you get an A+, Tsukushima-san. Impressive. It is a good point about all that war and shit like that. Just think of all the nuclear weapon testing they do. Just let's blow the shit out of a desert. It's why? To test our weapons. Why do we need to test the weapons? See how strong they are. See, we're not going to use them on other countries or anything anymore. We're just kind of using it as a look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. So, yeah, don't fuck with us, right? So we do that, okay? But do you really have to blow the shit out of that desert and all that? Yes. The fuck?
さすがは月島女子。穏やかな文章と身近な例題で好感度ますますアップといったところだな。そういう言い方するなよ。月島は素で好感度が高いんだから。
Okay, next is, how about you, Sakurai-kun? Shit. Damn, he picked me. Double damn, I didn't do the assignment. I better tell him the truth. I forgot to do the assignment. What did you say? That's no good. I guess I have to let Muppet-kun scold you. Garrison-sensei always wore a finger puppet on his right hand. I really do think maybe they are, is it a South Park reference here or what? Or is it just pure coincidence? Whenever there was something he'd rather not say, he let his puppet speak. I mean, there was also one in Persona 4 as well. You bastard! How dare you forget your damn homework! You get a D-, bitch! Oh, man. It bugged me that I was scolded by a puppet, but it was my fault. I shouldn't have forgotten the assignment. To top it all off, Coco was giggling at me. Shit, she's cute when she giggles. Okay, next is Yukimura-san. Please share your report.
Hi.
Anzu stood up with an expressionless face as usual. She held her report with both hands, then her arms were stretched out as if she was accepting a diploma.
温暖化が続くと洪水や干ばつ、台風などの異常気象だけでなく生きとし生けるすべてのものの生態バランスは崩れ伝染病や食糧難が訪れる。やがて地球上の酸素はなくなり大気の膜は破れ地球という惑星は真っ赤に燃え尽きて消滅することだろう。それでもいいならこれからもどんどん環境破壊を続けやがれ。この愚かな人間ども。お前のツケはお前の死をもって償うんだな。終わりです。
Needless to say, since that day everyone in class started putting efforts into ecological causes. Such a cynical outlook reminds me of myself, honestly. Seriously. Just like George Carlin, I remember he's quite a well-known comedian and all that, but I don't know. I get what he says and all that, and I even laugh at it a bit, but I just feel like his delivery doesn't really sound very comedic. It just sounds like, I don't know how to describe it. But, like, remember seeing one clip where he's just like, the planet is fine, it's the people that are fucked. It's like, life will go on. It's very much like, I just like feel the same way. It's like, eventually, someday, the Earth is gonna like, be like, reset. Okay, switch it back on. Or something like that, you know? I mean, I don't know. I've got like a very cynical mind these days. The internet will do that to you. Man, it's as crowded as ever.
所詮我々学生は経済ヒエラルキーの最下層に位置してるからな。安い、早い、うまくないの三拍子揃った。
It's only natural that I skipped this scene then.
学生。うっせえ。うわ。すってこと。
Skip, 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 skip.
ああ、こんなはい。
It's Robo Girl! I'm Kaze Manatsu!
この人痛い。
Really, it seems kind of glare face! That's a long glare face you did there. I really can see why Manatsu and Anzu would get along. But I wonder what's Anzu's reason. Like, Amikaze's reason was she hated humans because she's a robot, and was like, all the stuff that happened, just like, she's a robot? Just like, yeah, in case, like, shit, I've spoiled it if you didn't see the previous recordings. Whatever! It's, whatever. It already pretty much showed it earlier on in this, we just skipped through it is all. So we know her reasons for hating and just being kind of cynical towards humanity and all that, but we don't know Anzu's one. Like, I've pointed out my reason for being quite cynical myself. Too much internet will destroy your faith in humanity. It's where people just, like, they switch off their morals when they go on the internet, it seems. So yeah, that's my reason. Smack! Bananas! They still didn't really explain it too well, though, did they? I mean, said, like, favorite... whatever. I try not to talk about previous routes in other routes in case, like, you know, someone happens to stumble across it. And just like, what the hell are you talking about? It's like, spoilers! We didn't watch that part, we stumbled upon it on a different route. You know what? Screw it, this is my screensaver. A moment here. Okay, I took a screenshot. I will save it as a... whatever, and have it as my wallpaper, because who wouldn't want to, you know, start up the laptop and immediately be glared at? It's random, isn't it? It just seemed like it'd be a very nice wallpaper, I don't know. Cow, pillow, hat thing. Still doesn't really add much explanation on that, really, as well. I mean, she liked beef and all that, but still doesn't really explain the whole kind of cow kind of pattern, whatever, and I'm just rambling again and again. Goofy eyes. Goofy eyes. Let's see, I don't have anything else to do, so I guess I'll go home. It was an exhausting day because of Abakase. On days like this, the best thing to do is just go home and talk a lot of box. La la la. La 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 na 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 ka. Took you a while to like do that, didn't it? It's like, were you? Oh, your eye, I remember now. This manual skipping takes a while, doesn't it? Goofy face. Smiley face. Smiley face. Smiley face. Okay, this is dragging on a bit more than I was expecting. Panty shot! This one doesn't matter either way. Okay, if it doesn't matter then, we're gonna go with the most absurd one. She's my sister! Separated at birth. We were separated at birth and my little sister finally found me and wanted me to take care of her. That's not working! Thanks for the completely unsurprised monotone. Oh, come on, they gave us the option for crying out loud. Why not? It surprised me too. Anyway, let's go back to skip. Well. Oh. Humans are creatures that dream, but probably is the case for other animals as well. There's one thing I think about quite a bit. We don't really understand animals quite that much, really. Maybe we understand them to an extent, but if we're so advanced, how come we still can't communicate with other animals? Just be like, hey, dog, let's have a conversation, because now we have technology that can understand everything that you have to communicate with us. It's not working. I wonder what it'd be like. A cat would probably just be like, feed me, slave. Just like, you cheeky little bastard. Who do you think you are? Who do you think runs this place? It's like, look, if you're not gonna give me food, I'll bugger off and find it myself. Skip, 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 skip.
それダメです。これ急がおひせ遅い。
Sorry. Wait, she's actually got the anger vein there, but her facial expression shows no emotion as usual, so that's a bit odd. As soon as I opened the classroom door, Anzu was standing there to tell me off. There was probably some extra bit of dialogue and all that. Just that could have been like going on about this. They could have been talking about this on the way to school, but I didn't really think about that at the time. But anyways, I was sure she was angry, but she was being expressionless as usual, so I couldn't be sure. I put my hands together and begged for forgiveness. I'm sorry, I was totally in day off mode. Well, that's me in this recording, isn't it?
週末は人形劇の稽古だって言ったのに。
I'm so sorry. The desks and chairs were already placed against the walls so we could practice. Everyone was calmly talking about the puppet show and getting ready.
ああ、やっと来た。遅いよ、吉行くん。
Please forgive me.
まったく。ココちゃんのラブコールがないと来ないんだから、仕方のない吉行くんだな。
Ah, yeah, I remember now.
学校に来いとかいうラブコールなんてやだよ。
That's like an underclassman being called out by a delinquent. In your case, it's a gangstress, huh?
今時スケバンって。
おう、やっと来たな。
Motaro popped up from the corner of the classroom, the lumber in his hands. What's that?
俺んちの近所に材木屋があってな。こういう角材、舞台に使うかなと思って。
I'm pretty sure I'm repeating myself when I say this for the second time this LP, but why did he ask that if he kind of already knew what it was?
アンズに見せるサンプルのつもりで持ってきた。
Wow, you're so prepared.
まあね、こういうお祭り騒ぎ好きだし。こういうのちゃっちゃと揃えた方がみんなもやる気出るじゃん。
He was trying to show off his manliness in front of Coco and the others. Coco and Akane just laughed at him. But Taro was always like that. He didn't say much when we were planning for the cultural festival and sports day, but once things were decided, he was the first to start moving. How quickly he moved was absolutely amazing.
この材、必要ってなったら分けてもらえるの？
多分な。工場の敷地内の隅に山のように積まれてあったから、多分廃材だと思う。
思うって。
心配すんな。ちゃんと確認取っておくからさ。
すごいね、渡るくん。こういうのをすぐに見つけてきちゃうんだから。
いや、それほどでも。
But Taro must be happy because Coco praised him. He put the timber on his nose and balanced it well. Then he broke his nose. What are you, a seal? I see you're all working so hard for the show. Uh-huh.
何人事のように言ってるのよ。あんたが一番頑張らないといけないんじゃない。
How long had she been standing behind me? The class president looked haughty as she spoke to me. Oh, hello. Nice day today, isn't it?
みんな、適当に集まって。
The class president ignored my greeting as usual and started to address everyone. It seems like such a big switch, really. Remember how her character developed through Natsu's route, and now it just goes back to the start. Everyone stopped talking and sat on desks and chairs to listen to her.
まだ決まってない役の配役を決めたいと思います。
The class president stood at the podium and wrote something on the blackboard. Sup, it's been a while. The show's title, The Gift of the Holy Night, Santa's First Love.
企画を立案した雪村さんがこのようなタイトルをつけました。
Why you writing this shit on me, bitch?
雪村さん、説明お願い。
Seriously, what the fuck? Anzu nodded expressionlessly. That's probably what anyone who'd stumble across this video now that I think about it would think. Attachedly, what the fuck was that? Just like, really, some of the random shit I come up with in my videos, like long time characters I created, it's just like, just casually throw them in there and people just be like, what the fuck is that all about? And stood at the podium with a stack of papers.
まず劇のコンセプトはサンタクロースの女の子と人間の男の子の淡い初恋を描くというものです。クリスマスらしく奇跡のような魔法というのをテーマにしたいと思います。
This was the story Anzu created. A blind boy was living with a female Santa's family, but he didn't know it was Santa's family. Santa and the boy liked each other, but they couldn't admit it. One day a rich man showed up and said he wanted the girl to be his wife, or something like that. According to Anzu, there were funny scenes as well as sad scenes. It was written by a girl. There were a few things I, as a guy, just couldn't understand, though. Well, it's supposed to have a happy ending, so I guess it's okay. She hadn't quite finished all the details, but the characters were already set. Now they're talking about casting.
配役は先日決まったヒロインと主役の男の子以外はまだ決まってないので、これから決めたいと思います。
The heroine is Coco, I think. Coco listened to Anzu talk with a slightly worried face.
いいなあ、お前主役だもんな。
Has that really been decided?
今さら何を言ってんだよ、即決だったじゃん。
I see. I thought I'd fallen asleep in class and dreamed it up.
吉行、何か問題でも？
Anzu stared at me, and though her face was expressionless, the pressure was immense.
問題なんてあるわけないよね。
No. Akane made a macho grab from my shoulder as if she was a yakuza trying to collect on a debt. Can you imagine Anzu and Akane have a spin-off just like... Well, it wouldn't be a spin-off, but it'd be like one of those... You know when a character just stops the video just like... what if we like did this instead? Had a show where Akane and Anzu were gangsters, and it just like transitions and then it just shows a clip of them just randomly as gangsters. That sounds kind of Family Guy-ish. As long as it wouldn't be overdone, but just that one scenario in my head does look a bit amusing. All I could do is nod submissively in fear. I had no other choice. My eyes met with Coco's. Coco was angrily flapping her lips. She wanted to tell me something, but she didn't want Anzu and Akane to hear it, so she couldn't say it out loud. What? Yoshiyuki is a pervert? What? How do you know? Eh, that's not it. Why don't you fight back? She also said... Coco-sama, I just can't. If I were to say I don't want to play the main character and fight back, go to the quest master, kill me instantly. Break my legs and throw me out the window. Also, Anzu would put a curse on me, so if I managed to survive, I'd be screwed. I don't want to die yet. I made myself look pitiful and shook my head while looking at Coco. Coco looked extremely pitiful too.
他の人も異論はない？
Nobody raised their hands. In fact, they all looked relieved that they didn't have to do anything laborious. You're all so cold.
じゃあ主役は吉行、ヒロインはココで行くね。次に決まってない役だけど。
The commentary's over the top in this recording. Anzu stretched to write on the blackboard. The girl Santa's father, mother, rich noble, villager A and B, and Santa's boss. Boss?
女の子サンタのおじいちゃん。
I see. And the rest? A narrator, a lighting of a sound technician, a run crew, and scene painters. There's more.
BGM はオリジナルでいきたいから作曲をココにお願いしたいんだけど。だったら音楽担当だけやるよ。ダメ。
Anzu's immediate answer made Coco sad. You want those in the art club to take care of the designs? We'll do too. The art club and manga research club members volunteered. Nobody objected to that either.
ナレーションは委員長が適任だと思うのだが、どうだろう。
Hey, when did you get here? I know he wasn't there when I got to the classroom. Sugnamu was sitting behind me as if he'd been sitting there the entire time, which he probably was. I'm sure he was planning something disruptive and snuck into the classroom without anyone noticing him. Could be either way, I suppose. He joined the meeting with a cool face.
なるほど。委員長、どう？ナレーション。
That's stealing my job, though. That's what I've been doing this whole time.
あんた、何か企んでるでしょう。
Granted, she'd make a better narrator than me. I get off subject all the goddamn time, like I'm doing now. The class president glared at Sugnamu without answering Anzu's question. He just smiled.
委員長は普段から滑舌もよく、声も通る。難なくこなせてしまうと思うのだがな。なあ、俺も賛成。委員長がナレーションだと、なんつうかこう。閉まるよな。場が閉まるというか、ただの童話でなくなるというか。
As Wataru set up for the story would take an edge if the class president played the narrator. However, I have a feeling that these two talking was having an opposite effect.
どうせろくでもないこと考えていて、私の注意を他にそらそうとしてるのね。
そんな、めっそうもない。今年最後の催し物だ。委員長がクラスの出し物に参加せんでどうする？華々しく最後を飾ってみるのも一興だろう。
The class president scoffed as she heard Suganami's words. It seemed that she had her own reasons to behave that way.
まあ、どうしてもって言うなら、やってもいいけど。
She answered coldly.
オッケー。じゃ、ナレーションは委員長にやってもらいます。
Anzu nodded.
他の配役だけど。
俺、主人公の影武者。
そんなのはいない。
Anzu's second immediate response shut Wataru down. Those eyes. Every time, man. Everyone talked excitedly about who'd take which part. You know, if I had that face as my background wallpaper, I'd be like, if I log on and just like, first thing I see is that face, I'd be like, what the fuck? I'd be like, I tend to, well, like, loads of people when they wake up, disorientation, like, sets in, just like, where am I? Water. Okay, now, still not fully awake. Takes a while, you know? If you see that while you're that disoriented, you'd be like, what the fuck? When did I put that there? Everyone talked excitedly about who'd take which part. I sat in my chair and stretched leisurely.
頑張りたまえ、主役くん。
Tsunami talked to me from behind. Yeah, I guess.
月島城もなんだかんだ言いながら楽しそうだしな。
Do you think so? Coco was talking to Akane about the play. She does seem to be having fun. Well, if my partner's having fun, I guess I will too. Actually, I don't mind it too much myself either. This is my last year at the affiliated academy, so I'm hoping this will make some good memories. What about you?
いろいろ考えてはいるが、ここは一つ、委員長に怪しまれないためにも何かで参加をするつもりだ。
So you are scheming something after all.
想定の範囲内でございます。
Suganami grinned at me. Then the casting started.
じゃあ、渡るにお金持ちの貴族役を。
やったー！月島を主役から奪うんだな。
振られるけどね。
Wataru was seriously depressed despite it only being a puppet show. It looks like a cartoon dog's depressed eyes of some sort, I don't know. What a difficult guy. Akane was selected to play the girl Santa's mother.
脳札お母さんだよ。
Oh!
普通のお母さんだから。
That oh!
しょぼー。
Those eyes! They're like Wataru's eyes, only kinda creepy. It really does, it has a freaky look to it. It's like, that's some Silent Hill stuff right there. How could a puppet be bewitched? And at last, the Santa Boss is...
杉並くんがいいと思います。
Suganami?
主役並みの大義だな。
He spoke as if he was talking about someone else. Well, if he was to take this big part, the class president wouldn't be suspicious. A few more cast members were selected, or as was the rest of the backstage crew. 5 or 6 guys of yours were paired off and selected.
大道具に決まった人は板橋くんに材料の調達の件を相談してちょうだい。
I guess she's talking about the timber from earlier. Wataru pounded his chest in confidence while facing the set crew. During the meeting, the film crew, the sound crew, and the puppet production crew were assigned, and now everyone had a job.
じゃあ午後から稽古や細かな打ち合わせをしていきたいと思うのでよろしく。
Anzu bowed like a robot. Everyone applauded to cheer on. It'll be a lot of work, but it'll be so much fun. Not with this damn cold, no. Dude, what the fuck, where's Anzu? Anzu? Wait. It says something different here. Dude, my nose it burns. It says to go to the classroom, but I'm not sure. I think this one just may be like the starting point before Anzu also appears on the... I can't remember, it was so long ago, wasn't it? But I think what we'll do is we'll save here. Right here. Why not? We also gotta remember to note this here. When we do Koko's route after this one, we'll also load it from an alternative point to see if there's much difference between the two different kind of alternative one than the main one. So yeah, I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time. Turn to the face and adorable. See you next time.